add novelty to your classroom? I know we talked about it a little bit before, but I'm going to just talk about it again. Doing something that's a little bit unique is exciting to kids. Now, let's keep in mind, routine is huge. Having that routine is important for so many kids. I'll just say all kids, and it's even important for us as teachers. But throwing in something new is important. And if you research the word novelty, it says, novelty directly activates the dopamine system, which is responsible for associative learning. The findings have implications for improving learning strategies and for the design of machine learning algorithms. Wow. So that's what comes out of the book. I'm going to tell you what comes from the trenches. Being unique, showing that novelty is a big deal. I often refer to football practices or football teams. When I was able to get all these new kids out for football, one of the number one questions they asked me was, how much are we going to have to condition? And I looked them right in the eye and I said, 0. What did I do different? We had the shortest practices around, 90 minutes and we were done. I also hired a ton of coaches, so we didn't even walk at practice. We had music going, it was station to station to station, and they were never allowed to walk. They didn't even know they were exercising. They didn't even know they were being conditioned. And when the season started, we were in a phenomenal condition because we did something a little bit unique. Now let's think about our classrooms. What can we do for novelty? Think of your own subject matter for a moment. How can you tie that in? And one thing that came to mind for me years ago is when I've taught 4th and 6th grade, is so many kids, I would ask them, what did you do in science last year? And kids would say they read out of a book and they discussed things, they watched some videos, but the one thing they lacked was doing experiments. So I took the time to find experiment books. And I took those experiment books and I found those short little hit experiments that I knew kids would enjoy. And it was fun for me. It added some juice into my classroom and it was a good time. So I brought some examples of little things that you can do. Well, a lot of kids, you wouldn't believe it, have never learned how to make a paper airplane. The kids always freak out about this one. What's going to happen to the ball, the ping pong ball, when I put it on here? Oh, it's going to fall over. It's going to shoot and fall over. And watch what happens. Due to air pressure, it's going to stay right in place. And kids simply love that. And you can add to it. What will happen if I put 2 balls on there? And just using a simple ping pong ball, all the simple things you can do. Think about this. You can show it to most adults. What will happen when I blow into this funnel? Let's see what happens. It stays in there, again, because of air pressure. Another fun one that I'm not sure if I have a videotape of it or not, but what will happen when you take this little spitball and you stick it right here at the end and you blow? Let's see. It comes straight out. Why? Because of air pressure. And just on one simple topic alone, what's going to happen when I blow in between these 2 balloons? They actually come together. You can do so many things. And you think about that. How long did it take? If you want to talk about laws of motion or inertia, have them take a penny. An object wants to stay at rest forever unless acted upon, and have them put a penny on their elbow and do this. And you're not going to see that often because they're going to go flying all over, but you're going to see tons of laughter, tons of joy, and they're going to go home and try to do these things. So try to experiment with novelty. What can you do in your classroom to enrich it?